Hello, and welcome to Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain, and we are back with another episode 2 of Let the Girls Play, our WNBA podcast.
We are doing this so we can talk about the W because we don't know where else to talk about it. Mm-hmm. And a reminder, we're not experts.
No.
We don't know stats.
We didn't really even play in a meaningful way.
No.
No. We don't know a lot about the game, but we do know that we are passionate about the league.
Yes.
And you can be too. If you know nothing about basketball, get in here.
Join us. All are welcome.
Yeah.
Whether you're a stats head, we could probably use you.
Yeah.
Or if you're
you're
just here for the tunnel fits, we could use you as well. We're going off vibes, feelings, emotions. We are just out of round 1 of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And it went, I think, exactly like we expected.
Yes. We could start off by talking about the games that we were at, which were the Mystics versus Liberty. Game 1, I think I was not on the ground for that, but I was watching. And again, It was a game that the Liberty really were lucky to have Sabrina Ionescu hitting all of those threes. Yeah. Bragging a little bit about those threes, I would say. She said after the game, they disrespected us on our court. They waved us off our court.
They did, yeah. It was one of those games where she couldn't miss.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she did, but she, just according to vibes, she did not miss,
Yeah.
She was on fire. It was exciting. It was also a Friday night. People were partying. Mm-hmm. People were pretty drunk. People were having a great time.
Malala was there.
Oh, yeah. Malala was there.
We've gone international, y'all.
Malala was sitting with Billie Jean King, and when they put her on the Jumbotron, this woman behind me said, "Malala, I did not expect to see her tonight."
That wasn't on my 2023 bingo card.
It wasn't.
So then we fast forward to game 2.
Yeah.
Sabrina was hot in the first game. Game 2, she was not.
Well, and we should talk about what happened before the game. Mm-hmm. Natasha Cloud said, "I'm going to guard Sabrina. I'm going to shut her down." I'm paraphrasing, but basically she was trash talking.
Yeah.
And
which we love.
We love it. We love it.
it.
Yeah, no. It was very I'm coming for you, Sabrina. I'm guarding you the whole game.
Yep.
Putting the Liberty fans on notice. As a Liberty fan, I was put on notice. She shut her down. She did what she came to do. And then also offensively had an out of control night.
Yeah.
She
career high of 33 points, I think. Don't check me on the stats. But she talked the talk and walked the walk, and Sabrina was absolutely shut down, I think.
Yeah.
Had maybe 11 points.
Yeah.
Was guarded the hell out of by Natasha Cloud.
Yeah.
It was a amazing game to watch.
Yeah. It was so fun being there because I was really rooting against her, but also so entertained by her. Mm-hmm. So then by the end I was kind of rooting for I didn't want her to win, but I also was every time she had the ball in her hands, it was thrilling and also, as a Liberty fan, horrifying.
Yes.
She wasn't gonna miss. And she didn't, and she did an amazing job. I'm still thinking of when they were trying to inbound a ball and Natasha was just waving her, she was literally swatting at the ball as Sabrina was trying to throw it in, and she got the ball. Yeah.
It was just such amazing defense, and
she didn't let up on a single possession.
No.
She was playing her hardest defense the whole game. I'm sure she was exhausted after the game.
It was an amazing game, and it was a nail biter of an overtime. There was a lot of things that happened that were wow, we are so lucky that she threw that ball over Brittany Sykes' head and it went out of bounds, or else we probably would have lost.
Yeah, it was a really ugly game. There was a moment in the third quarter where I was oh, they're not going to score. Our team can't score. Yeah. It was odd because it started out Sabrina was not playing well, but Stewie came out at the beginning of the game, was kind of crushing. Yeah. I think she had 18 points in the first half.
Yeah, she did great.
But she was slowed down.
Yeah. B had a great game. Jonquel saved our asses.
Yeah. Hit some free throws.
Yeah.
Also, Jonquel, she just can get over anybody in the post.
And thank God she can, because Sabrina missed those 2 free throws.
Oh my God.
But in the end, the Liberty came out with the win.
They did.
As Natasha Cloud was leaving the game, folks were, standing up and cheering for her, and she was crying. I, at first, was waving her off because I am petty, and I was you waved us off. I'm going to wave you.
Too,
but then she was crying, and she was giving the I love you sign to everyone. I was okay, now I feel bad, so I I love you sign. Because I do. I think she's
love her. She's
an
awesome.
amazing player.
And also, trash talk is a vital part of entertaining sports.
Yeah.
If we just watched people show up and play boring, passionless basketball,
we need a narrative. We need a villain. She knows that there needs to be a villain, and she steps into that role.
She stepped into it beautifully.
Apologies to Del Don Designs that we will not be buying a cutting board or a backboard based on our deal that we had.
The outcome of the game,
but hey, maybe we'll still get a Del Don Designs t-shirt or hat. Sun vs. Lynx. This was an exciting series.
It was unexpected that, especially after that first game, that the Lynx stole a game in that series.
Yeah. I was really pulling for the Lynx. I thought since they were going back to Minneapolis, I thought maybe they'd be able to make it out with the win, but I think it was an amazing game. Also, game 2, DeWanna Bonner getting elbowed in the face with playing through with a bloody nose.
Is it broken?
Oh no, I think it was fine. I think she just got bumped and then got a bloody nose. I don't think it was broken.
Well, prayers for her nose.
But that just shows the grit of these players.
Yeah.
The only way you're sitting out is if you're tearing an ACL, breaking an ankle, concussed.
Yeah.
Unless you're Arike Agumbawale with shit running down your legs, which hasn't happened, but I'm just...
But she would still be...
I think
she'd be out there.
She'd still be fucking sinking shots.
She'd be diped up. Diped up and mic'd up.
Yeah, diped up, mic'd up. Aces Sky?
It was exactly what we thought, right? There was
no surprises.
A sweep. The Aces have just been like hanging out for a week. Basically chilling.
Seeing who's thick or nah.
Thick or nah. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go on, I think it was Asia Wilson's Instagram. Thick or nah. One of the funniest things I've seen on the internet in a long time.
I wish all teams had the chemistry that the Aces have. So no surprises there. And then Dallas versus Atlanta.
Yeah. Great. I mean, we knew it was Trammell time.
Yeah, we knew it was Trammell time. Ryan Howard had an amazing first game, I believe, game 1 in that series. But, Dallas is vaulted up.
They're tough.
They're ready to go. Satu, most improved player, 2023.
Congratulations, Satu. So we've got our final. We've got our matchups now. We have Aces, Wings, Liberty, Sun.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any predictions for what you think will happen?
I think Liberty. It's going to take them 4 games.
I agree.
I think I'm going to say something really wild.
Uh-oh.
I think we're going 5 games.
Time.
We're going 5 games in the Aces Wings
series,
and I don't know who's gonna win.
I
don't know who's gonna win.
We're going to 5 and we don't know.
We're going to 5 and I don't know.
The Wings have beat the Aces before.
I know.
It can be done.
It can be done. I think the Aces will win, but I don't know. I don't know that in my bones.
Yeah. I think ultimately they'll win, but I think it's going to be a hard road. And honestly, it could be a hard road for the Liberty, but I'm not completely convinced. What else is happening in the league? Awards are being dropped by the minute.
Every
we have
day.
Coach of the Year, Stephanie White.
Congratulations.
Okay,
congratulations.
Defensive Player of the Year, Miss Asia Wilson. Back to back.
The director of my favorite movie, Thick or Not. Six Man.
Alicia Clark.
Do they call it Six Man?
Sixth Player of the Year.
Alicia Clark.
So clutch for the Aces. She's a 2-time WNBA champion with the Seattle Storm. She is able to come off the bench and make crazy shots. She's so defensive. She's great. Most improved player, no surprise here, Satu Sabali.
I think we predicted that.
I think we predicted it. I think we predicted, honestly, we did predict Defensive Player of the Year. We wanted it to be our girl B.
Yeah, who did make second team.
Second team. And then the defensive teams. And I know there was some controversy from, once again, our girl, T Cloud, saying this feels unfair. I should be on there. No one ever thinks of guards. And that's true.
I think
you should
that's
be
true.
On there.
Yeah. And I think a little someone named Benijah Laney, not little, a 6-foot someone named Benijah Laney should also have been on first team. Yep. If we're going off of like vibe, which we do, and just pure emotion, that's my Defensive Player of the Year.
Absolutely. It should be off of vibes. They look at sort of stats, but I think some of the stats some of the things you need to be a Defensive Player of the Year, you can't look at on a stat sheet. I think we've talked about the villains of the W as far as players, right. But another thing we want to talk about are the refs who were awful in game 2 of the Mystics Liberty.
In game 2, there was one referee in particular
number 42,
the villain. I took his picture because I wanted to just...
He is.
I'm not going to forget.
We're going to drop it.
I don't know if this counts as doxing. It doesn't have his face in it.
No, they announce who the names of the refs are at the start of every game.
He was doing a bad job at his job. And then in addition to that, he was like so salty about people.
Yes.
I mean, we were at one point, the whole arena was chanting "Ref, you suck," which is not kind. But he sucked. He did suck.
There are no villains in the W that are players or coaches. It's the refs.
The refs.
It will always be the refs.
Some of the refs are cool.
Nah.
Some of the refs are not.
I think you're being kind.
No, I'm sure they're like cool people.
I think if you want to be a ref, that's like saying you want to be a cop.
Holy shit. I think you're kind of right, because it's like, let them settle. If they're having a physical altercation, let them settle it themselves. Don't call a foul.
All refs suck shit. Arse.
Arse.
That's our ACAB.
That's our ACAB.
All refs suck shit. If you want to be a ref, there's something.
Mm-hmm.
There's something.
Yeah. Wow.
ACAB.
And that's something to think about.
But
anyway, it wasn't even like this ref, and then we'll move on. But this ref was like making bad calls across the board. Like, it's not even like just as a Liberty fan, I was like, hey, you suck. Like, even the other team, like, they were getting terrible calls. He just like, one time he overruled another whistle from another ref, and he wasn't even looking at what happened. This guy, if you want to come on the podcast, we'd love to hear from you. Come defend yourself. Oh, we wanted to quickly introduce a little segment called Lost the Series, Won Our Heart.
Mm-hmm.
My nominee for Lost the Series, Won Our Heart, we've talked about her a lot, Natasha Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan forever.
Come to Liberty, honestly.
Honestly, that'd be really fun.
You said you loved Liberty fans. You shouted us out in your press conference on social media.
Yeah. You're
from Philly.
Yeah, we've
got close.
Yeah, we've got other Philly gal, Benija Laney, on the team. Philly's close. Yeah, exactly. You could visit family. They could come to your game really easily. Lost the series, won our heart. Kelsey, you also have a new player that you...
Ryan Howard. Yeah. I love her. I think sometimes she's villain, particularly on social media, but I love her. I think she's an amazing player. She had amazing games in the first round, and I know Atlanta has not been to a first round in a minute, so it was very exciting, and I think she's an amazing player. All right, let's move on to predictions. We got a big semifinal week ahead of us.
We really do.
I think we already sort of talked about this, but what do you think we're going to see? We also have Player of the Year or MVP.
Player on our, but we're gonna nominate a Player of the Year. That's a separate award just from our show.
Us.
Yeah, Player of the Year.
Let the girl play Player of the Year.
Yes, yeah. It's as coveted as MVP.
Yeah. Voting is based purely on vibes.
Yeah, actually,
and emotional.
We'd love to get you all to vote to nominate some players for Let the Girls Play Player of the Year.
Player of the Year.
Player of the Year.
Yeah.
It's like how there's like the Miss America pageant, but then Miss United States.
Yeah.
We're sort of that.
Yeah. We're an offshoot. For Player of for Let the Girls Play Player of the Year, I think I'm going to put forth and I'm going to nominate Marina Mabry. Because she's always getting in fights.
She's ready to fight.
Player of the Year. Huge trade to Chicago. They gave up all of their first round draft picks until 2026 so they can get Marina Mabry to Chicago. She's nasty. She's snatching balls from Diana Taurasi and holding them up in her face whatever.
In that case, I'm going to nominate her tag team wrestling partner, Kalia Copper.
Yeah.
Also a tremendous trash talker. Yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
Anybody who's anyone who's gets gritty. I'm gonna nominate Satu Sabli for blowing the kiss to the audience when they were playing the Lynx.
Yeah. Oh, Kelsey Plum, actually.
Plum.
Our favorite little stinker, Kelsey Plum.
Sydney Colson with that crazy kick that she did at Sabrina when they were playing the Liberty.
Oh, also shout out to Sid and TP's show.
If you know how to watch Sid and TP's show, let us know in the comments. Or if you are someone who works for
the Ultimate Fighter Network. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? The Ultimatum. Fighting. What is the network that it's on?
If you work for the network that it's on, the streaming service that it's on, let us know how we can watch.
We're stumped.
Let us know.
Let us know how to watch that show. We want to
support our girlies. Again, this is all about supporting the W and the women of the W, the players of the W.
And the coaches of the W.
And the coaches of the W, the cities of the W. Mm-hmm. Here's one thing that we can talk about.
Yeah.
What we're looking forward to if there is an Aces Liberty Finals. Mm-hmm. And that's seeing our
mommy.
Our mommy.
Oh, we love mommy.
We love mommy, and our mommy is none other than Hall of Famer, blazer hoodie wearing, big cross wearing, eyeliner to the gods, bun to the gods.
South Dakota native,
former Liberty player, San Antonio Spurs assistant coach, Becky Hammon. She's mommy for reasons we think you all know. If you know us, you know why we would call her mommy.
If you can't already tell why we're calling her mommy, it's too late for you.
It's too late for you. You're not one of her kids.
No, you're not one of Friends of Dorothy is now Becky Hammond's kids.
Yeah, Becky Hammond's kids.
Yeah.
I'm a child of Becky. But we love her, and that's why we're so excited if the Liberty and the Aces face off, because it means more time with
love
Becky.
To see her.
I love to see her getting angry on the side of the court, pacing up and down.
Yeah.
Wearing her little outfit, getting in between Asia when she wants to go after Kayla Thornton.
Yeah. And also, like, she's so serious, but at the same time, she's down for a prank.
She's down for a prank. She pranks Sydney Colson. She just seems down to ride. She's mommy. Well, y'all, we'll see you after the semifinals.
Thanks for watching, and let us know who you've got winning this round.
Bye.
Bye.